Hi everyone, welcome back to a new video. So today, the day I'm recording this, the 26th of April 2023, this girl got her surgery appointment. It was a long road, but we're finally getting close to the end. And if you haven't seen my previous videos, what is the end? The end is the weight loss surgery. I am getting a bariatric sleeve. If you want to know more about the ins and outs of all that stuff, where I go into detail, I have other videos on my channel about weight loss surgery, about the diet after weight loss surgery, before weight loss surgery, and all of that. Now today, I want to talk about all the appointments that I had to do in order to be able to get weight loss surgery. Now, some of these I have mentioned in older videos, but I haven't talked about everything, and that's what I want to do. And at the end, I will reveal my surgery date. But for now, let's get started. So, as I mentioned in my first video ever, when I went to the obesity center, I got a list with things I have to do. Things I have to do is get the surgery stuff explained by a surgeon, which was the first appointment there. I had to get some stuff tested by my primary care doctor, had to get the okay of a psychiatrist, had to visit a dietitian 3 times, had to get a checkup done by my gynecologist, and I did get I forgot the word again. I got my stomach checked out. I forgot the word again. I will put it somewhere here. Throughout the video, I will refer to it as getting my stomach checked out, in case I don't remember the word by magic or something. Everything started with seeing the dietitian. I do go into detail in my 2 diet videos on that, so if you want to learn more about that, check out those videos. I will not go into detail right here. Only thing I'll say, I had to visit a dietitian 3 times. We were a group of 3 to 4 people who all want to get weight loss surgery, and we basically talked about how we have to eat after surgery to get proper nutrition, and how we have to eat a few weeks before surgery to prepare for it. Then next thing were the tests by my primary care doctor. That's pretty funny actually. Well, not funny. So I have phone anxiety, so I didn't call them. They're also very hard to reach via phone, so I sent an email with the exact words that were on my list. Like, I need this, and this. I needed to get some thyroid stuff tested and some kidney stuff tested. They sent me an email back, hey, please come by the doctor's office tomorrow at 9 a.m. And I was like, okay, cool. Because I wasn't sure if they would do it, but like our doctor's office basically does everything. Like, they're so good. Talked with my doctor. And then she was like, usually we don't do this. And I'm like, well, I didn't get any number where I can go to. Like, the surgeon told me, go to your primary care doctor. So she went out of the room and talked to a bunch of co-workers, and she came back and was like, okay, we're doing it anyway. So I'm so thankful for that I was able to get those tests done by my primary care doctor. So all the lab work came back normal. I had to get blood drawn for my thyroid stuff and had to give a 24-hour urine sample for the kidney stuff. Everything is normal, everything is fine. Apparently I have a light UTI, a urinary tract infection, but since I don't have any symptoms or issues with that, they didn't tell me like, go see your gynecologist for that or whatever, so it's fine. I went to the psychiatrist. Now, I couldn't go to my usual psychiatrist because you have to have a special education for that, and she doesn't have that. So I had to go to another one, and this other one was a psychiatrist that I was at 3 years ago, and I didn't like him at all. That's why I stopped going. He was such a greaseball. Oh my god. I didn't like him at all. He wasn't sympathetic at all. The only thing he wanted to do was to talk me into getting the surgery, and back then I wasn't ready for it. I didn't want it, you know, and I just didn't feel good with him. Now this time it was fine. I don't know if it's because I finally did what he wanted me to do, or if I changed or whatever. I have no idea, but it was fine. He wrote me the paper and sent it right to the obesity center. So yeah, that was no problem either. Next thing gynecology appointment. I absolutely hate going to the gynecologist. I don't think there's one woman in the world who likes going to the gynecologist. So yeah, I just had to get a basic checkup and then for her to write me a letter for the obesity center that everything is fine and dandy. And they wrote in the letter that everything's fine. And they also put my cancer checkup from last year. I don't have cancer, but it's a checkup to see if I have cancer. It was stressful because, again, fucking gynecologist. But it was fine. And I like my gynecologist. She's a super sweet older woman. She's super nice. But they were all so happy for me for making this decision for weight loss surgery. And they wished me all the best. A gastroscopy? That's what it's in German. Gastroscopy. That's the next thing I had to do. And this, let me tell you, I'm not exaggerating. This was a little traumatic. I went in there with the knowledge that I could be sedated for the whole thing. I was fine with that. And then I go in there and they're like, hey, we can't sedate you because we don't sedate people over 100 kilograms. And I'm like, excuse me, what? Huh? They basically just numbed my throat so I don't throw up. And then they stuck that thing down my throat into my stomach. And by God, that was the most uncomfortable thing I've had to witness ever. Ever. It's not painful. It isn't. It's just that at first I was scared that I couldn't breathe because they numbed my throat. I couldn't swallow properly. And then I was like, oh God, what if I breathe in my spit and then I'm gonna die? And then they shove that tube down your throat. And I'm like, oh my God, this is pushing on my breathing tube, and I'm like, I can't breathe, I'm not gonna be able to breathe, blah blah blah. And then you feel that thing in your stomach going around and blah. God, I don't know, it was so I hated it so much. And at the end I actually did start crying because it was so uncomfortable, and it took 5 minutes and I was just laying there like, please let it stop, I don't want this anymore. And then it was over and I let a bit of my tears out and I got the results and everything is fine, luckily. And then we're at today where I got this this super important paper. I have to go to the hospital on the 30th of May 2023 at 6:15 a.m. That is in a month. That is in 4 weeks. I am baffled that it's that quick. I went into that appointment with the surgeon. It was a different surgeon than last time, but he was super cool as well. He lives in the same town as me, so that was fun. He explained again why they're gonna do a bariatric sleeve, and the reason for that is because I'm young and because I have a BMI over 50. Both of that speaks for a sleeve instead of a bypass. And he looked through all my stuff and he was like, perfect, we got everything, that's great, you can go to the receptionist and get your surgery appointment. And I was like, yay. So I got my appointment, and on the 26th I have to go see an anesthesiologist, person who does the anesthesia, and my surgeon to just talk about everything. So 3 to 4 weeks before the surgery, so basically next week or the week after, I have to start with a new diet. I have to eat a protein-rich diet with 80 to 100 grams of protein a day. That is gonna be super hard, but it's important to shrink my liver so it's not in the way or anything during surgery. And for the surgery, I will get 3 or 4 1 centimeter cuts, and then on the left middle part of my stomach I will get a 5 centimeter cut where they will pull the stomach out. I have to be completely sober, which means I have to stop eating and smoking at midnight before the surgery. I imagined that I could go there and have my last cigarette in front of the hospital and be like, goodbye. No, I have to stop at midnight. I mean, I have to do it. I don't have a choice, so. And then I'm allowed to drink water and tea until 5 a.m. before my surgery. So basically I have to go there at 6:15 a.m. And since arrival for new surgery patients is between 6:15 and 10:15, we're hoping that I'm the first one for this day and won't have to wait for long. Let's hope for the best. Then I got a list where what I have to bring, like my medication. Maybe I have to talk with the anesthesiologist. I got it! I gotta talk with that one. If I have to bring my own medications, because they're not medications for physical illness, but mental illness. That's basically it. We have come so far. I had my first appointment in October or November last year, and now we're here and I'll have my surgery in a month. I am beyond excited. Like, I can't describe how excited and happy I am. I hope you guys found this interesting, informative. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, leave it a like. And if you are interested in the rest of my journey, then subscribe to my channel down below. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have an awesome day or night or wherever you are, and I will see you next time. Bye!